Hey peasants, it's the Superlink Super Show. We're gonna check on our, oh, I don't have Tits open. Tits is Twitch integrated throwing system. It's what I use for you to throw pots at my head. So let me open that real quick. Forgot to do that. I was working on something for the new video. Good enough. Happy Sunday. It's Monday in this time zone. It's 4 in the morning. Oh God, oh God. Okay, good. It's working. Thank you for testing it for me. So let's go visit our Mies. Hey, K-Jax. Oh. Gee, it sure is, Snail. What are all those, slime? Cool. You can make me do the snail walk. This doesn't make any sense, but you got some escargot. My boy ain't right.
Did you lose interest in me? Links lookalike?
No, I just changed time again.
Can you give me something to say when I'm happy?
Yes. Should we go with cool, huh? Or great, I'll grab my stuff? Or... oh boy! Oh boy is great. This one? This one, right? This one? Hey, Link is the hero. Which one? This one. Okay.
Oh boy.
Perfect.
I always want to try out the latest drinks.
You terrify me, CDI Link. Let's go visit I Am Mean.
Did you lose interest in me? Links lookalike?
Nope, just change the time again.
I want to eat something salty.
Something salty. Okay, we'll get some. Golly! Golly might be better. I don't know. Yes, Power?
Let's play together. Links lookalike. It's Captain Lowe. That's a pet.
Hey!
It's a cutlet. It's an Olivier salad.
Why am only I playing?
It's Princess. It's I Am Me. It's some dates. It's Princess. It's some dates.
Oh.
It's some. That's a pet. It's Princess. That's a pet.
It's a cut glass ornament. It's an Olivier salad. Too bad, maybe next time.
What? What? Why? Oh, it's... what? Oh, I'll tell you what color it is, right? It's, green. Oh. Alright, I'm about to get bored by Captain Lou Albano real quick.
Nothing special is happening down there. You links look alike, right?
There's the Triforce of Wisdom.
I think Moboy and I are friends. What do you think about me and Moboy?
Oh, this is setting them up? Well, I want to set up my boy with Link, of course, right? So...
Yeah, you're probably right.
Alright, we need to get something salty, for I am mean.
Welcome.
Cracker is salty. Let's just get a good... you know. Haha. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I have 42 crackers.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day to you too.
Hello.
Yeah, but this way I got 42 of them, which is the answer to a question I've been looking for. The side quest in Rito Village. Did I do that one? I don't remember that one. Alright, that seems like it'll... Well, okay, let's just real quick. I wanted to change something to this song. We can do... So we can end with... Just like that. Alright, we ready, y'all?
Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to get to Mario. Take one step and then again, back to Mario. All together now, you got it. It's Mario just like that.
Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it. Do we want to hear it one more time? I want to hear it one more time, but I guess someone could just clip it, and then I could just watch that clip later. I want to hear it again.
together now, you got it. It's Super Mario just like that.
Okay, if you want, here, we can get Deke back. We could just do. Okay, one last time. I'm sorry, I hope you're not getting tired of this.
Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to get Super Mario. Take 1 step and then again, but Super Mario. All together now, you got it. It's Super Mario just like that.
Just like that, Dick! No, I think I like the version without it, so finish clipping that, Coop. Alright. No, I like the version with just like that. Personally. Deke is a French and Canadian production company that made many cartoons, most famously Inspector Gadget, but also the Super Mario Bros. Super Show and its Legend of Zelda segments. Speaking of Legend of Zelda, I have it on good authority that it's really rad. Although, you know, those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. There's Octoroks. There's Tektites. Oh, and Levers too, but I don't know. Let's see. With your help, maybe I'll pull through. Don't forget Sonic Underground. I will never forget Sonic. Sonic Underground was the first abridged series I made when I was, I don't know what age I was. It was in 2009. So we're all here because of, well, interestingly, I discovered Sonic Underground on a DVD of the Zelda cartoon, and yet didn't abridge Zelda until now. Anyway, that theme song sure is a banger. You're right. The triplets born, the throne awaits, a seer warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children, separate, bind your time, lie and wait. Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. They made a vow their mother will be found. The children grow, learn what's right, leaders of the freedom fight. They seek their mother, she knows they do. Is their time, if they only knew. Will the prophecy come true? Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. I long for my children, but I have to wait. Uh-oh, I lost my place. Long for my children, but I have to wait. To act too soon would seal their fate. They made a vow, the mother will be found. Sonic Underground! Yeah, there you go. I like the no Deke version, personally. That's amazing. Sonic Hedgehog! There's a cat that's asleep over there that's named after Manic the Hedgehog. Please show up, game. Please show up. Is where... There it is! We were about to do a dungeon. Woo! A palace wins atop a field of clouds. How elegant! But it's not a first concern. The monsters here are pretty tough. Watch your footing and make sure you don't fall. Alright, bye, Hunter! Does it really sound... Everyone jokes that my Eslo sounds like Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck doesn't have that high-pitched a voice. And I've done Scottish accents for other characters and no one said it sounded like... Does it really sound that much like Scrooge? McDuck-a-muck. Maybe it does sound like Scrooge. I don't know. I would go as far as to say that Eslo is not tougher than the toughies and smarter than the smarties. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Remember when I sang the Sonic Underground theme for y'all? That was great. I was amazing at that. People should like me and enjoy my singing. Ow, they blowed. But I didn't do it. I didn't go off the platform. Thank you, Pandor. You guys like these dance moves? And yet I go so soft when I watch Sonic Underground. Because it's an awful show and it drains the blood out of every part of my body. I have to eat a banana after I watch Sonic Underground like I just got blood work done. There's a fluffy cloud floating here. It looks awfully comfortable. That's a weird thing to say, old man. Yeah. Look, we can fault the Sonic Underground show for many things. Most things. Jaleel White's voice acting, however, not among them. Those are three distinct performances with great delivery. I want to see him in more voice acting stuff. I know, it gets you hyped up for what other songs might possibly come. If you know, you know. Ah, wizard! We have more wizards! I'm so glad I found my home. I've been walking through these streets alone, wondering where I fit in, where do I belong? Now miracles happen to me. I found my home. What? So many wizards! How did I describe Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? At least the wizards don't do as many damage as in the first Zelda. Die faster. Looney Tunes with no budget. How accurate was that? It's the opposite. Sound on game very soft. Well, the game is very soft. Thank you. It's the opposite of how they described the Roger Rabbit shorts on Escape from how Kyle Carosa. I love Kyle. Get excited for Kyle TV's Kyle's theme song to Well Abridge Me Princess, premiering May 10th in a week and a half at the start of the YouTube compilation of every Well Abridge Me Princess so far, also featuring technically one new episode, although if you don't check out the episode next weekend that's premiering in our Majora's Mask stream, then 2 new episodes. Oh, Sprite and I are starting Majora's Mask next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. That's the day of Saturn and the day of the sun. Can I fire? Okay, no, I just gotta time it. Okay. Yep, timed it great. Did it. It's most people's favorite Zelda game. I described, because Sprite knows nothing about Zelda games. I described Ocarina of Time as the Star Wars of video games, in that it's the highest rated video game of all time, so if someone tells you it's their favorite game, it tells you actually nothing about their personality. And I described Majora's Mask as if Zelda games were the NBC sitcom lineup of the late aughts, then Majora's Mask is the Community. It's not more popular than Ocarina of Time, but the people who like it are more genre savvy. Hole. Ow! Nope, okay, can't go over there yet. Next one. Yeah, exactly. You got it. I think it was a good descriptor. Thank you. Yeah, I've played Super Mario World, Eslo. I know. Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario World. Super Mario World is a blast from the past. I don't know why I'm so singy tonight. Singy specifically of Deke theme songs. I guess because someone asked me what Deke was. Interestingly, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show theme song and Inspector Gadget theme song, for that matter, are by Haim Saban and Shuki Levy. Probably by Shuki Levy. That probably means by Shuki Levy, right? We all know that. The creators of Power Rangers. And the Super Mario World is by Mark Mothersbaugh, the frontman of Devo. I don't know how Deke is getting... Well, I guess Saban was nobody when he was writing Deke theme songs. But like Mark Mothersbaugh wrote Rugrats around the same time. He didn't need to take Deke's filthy whore money. I'm so nice about the company that designed the character I'm playing. Wait, I was 1 pixel away! No King Harkinian tonight, he's busy. I know he's been joining me for the past couple Minish Cap streams. I will be streaming Tears of the Kingdom on launch day with both King Harkinian and Ganon. Ganon claims this won't be the first time we've met, and that I apparently talked to him in some mud before. I don't remember anything like that. I think he's just a cool guy I want to play a video game with. Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario World is the answer, Coop. Super Mario World is a blast from the past. I don't know why it's reggae. Yeah, it's a terrible cartoon, really. When I was really into the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, people were like, ha ha ha, Mama Luigi! And I'm like, oh, when are you gonna get to Mama Luigi? And I had to tell all of them, like, I think the reason that became a meme is because, like, it is the most boring episode of the entire franchise. It really just feels like Phil Harnage actually got to play one of the video games he was basing a TV show on for once and just wrote what happened in the game. Then I was attacked by a Koopa wizard. I fell for hours. I have a lot of opinions about Deke shows, even though that doesn't matter and I could be dedicating myself to more important things, but that's how we wound up with Will Abridge Me Princess, so trust the process, honestly. Okay. Okay. Got it. And is there anything down here? I'm rethinking everything I just saw because I saw the cloning pad. Luckily I was saved by a magic balloon! Ian, I love you! Ian is voicing the Great Deku Tree in the episode that's premiering next weekend. Ian and our wonderful Sprite voice actor, Shelby, just put out an Owl House comic dub that you should all watch. It's great. Alright. I'm all lost. Okay, those are switches. Got it. You know, like from Nintendo? Okay, we're good. We're good. We got it now. All good in the hood, as they say. Or they don't. They probably don't say that. Now I get why I had to do that library book stuff, to ensure that I had this item by the time I got here. Oh! Video games! Wait, shoot. I was this close. Missed it by that much. would I be a small medium at large? I miss streaming Ace Attorney because my favorite joke in the entire world is, do you know why Mia's clothes don't fit Maya? Because Mia wears a size large and Maya's a medium. Whoever got that, what I was doing and saying when I said missed it by that much, you're cool. You don't win anything other than my respect for quality taste in media. Yeah, I knew I was my way. I was like, I'm saying this to David and David alone was my thought process there. No! I didn't even mean to press it this time. Ugh. Get smart. Yes, there are some things in it that didn't age well. Mel Brooks basically wrote the series Bible in the first episode and wasn't like a member of the writer's room after that. Did like freelance write 2 more episodes. So it's not the Mel Brooksiest thing, but I think just in having his series Bible and having the first episode having his distinctive flavor, it definitely carries. You should watch. I just showed Young Frankenstein to Nia. She loved it. It's not paced like a comedy, it's paced like a Universal horror movie, so it's like really slow for a comedy. Mel Brooks wrote the first episode. Interestingly, the very first thing in the very first episode of Get Smart is a cell phone going off in a theater and everyone's staring, trying to figure out where the sound is coming from. And in the commentary on the DVD, Mel Brooks says, this part was ruined by time. The joke used to be that was a phone ringing was a weird noise to hear in the seats of the theater. It now just looks like a normal thing that happens. Because he was a spy and he had a secret phone on him. In his shoe, famously. A key! I got a little shortcut back. That's nice. That's nice. David also gets that reference. I watch a lot more live action stuff than a lot of my friends. Yowza was certainly not his catchphrase yet, unless you weren't even purposely doing an Inspector Gadget catchphrase. My favorite thing in the entire world is live action stuff starring people that I primarily know from animation. And now you have something like that, and it's way less cool. It's kind of stressful, right? Mubblins. Is that them? Is that the dynamic duo? Hey, Castellaneta, how did we get up in the sky? I think we went up. Oh yeah. Those are by far my favorite characters to write for. Although Link is getting up there the lazier I get. Whee! No! There we go. We got it. We got it. First try. Lucky Toos. Hello, Alan Givens! It's me! The meme link. One of two meme links. Cause the other, I'm romancing in Tomadachi life. Ow! No way to say hello! What I love about writing Castiglione and Castellaneta is that they are both equally stupid. But Castellaneta doesn't think he's smart, and Castiglione does. Nope, okay. Manic the cat and not Hedgehog. Is Zelda my wife in Tomadachi life? No. The other meme link is gonna be my husband, and I'm gonna be wife. I'm me wife. The L in Link stands for lesbian, but I'll make an exception for autosexuality. Okay. Hello, friends. Ow! That's not nice. I miss the King Zora sound. Holy cannoli! Holy ravioli, Mario! Uh-oh! Alright. 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 Thank you for all making the sound for me in the chat. That's very helpful. Money! If Mario just gets a terrible catchphrase a couple episodes, like half the series in. Honestly, how does your face not get destroyed by... Well, I got some fairies in my pocket. So it does. But, then I get better. Okay, so that's where the boss key is. Oh, here's a key. Here's a key spot. Cat crap. Okay, I don't have some fairies in my pocket. I'm just happy to see you. You got me. Oh, I don't want to tell you what I heard it as. It's... Okay. I will tell you, but I will let you know that I was like 14 at the time, and being sensitive to others' experiences was not a movement online. Maybe in real life, I wasn't exposed to it. And so I always heard it as date rape. And I feel bad about that. But unfortunately, my cousin and I made the joke that that's what they were saying a lot. So I will never, ever, as long as I live, be able to unhear it. Ah, I gotcha. No? Okay. Let's try this again. Or I guess we could push this one all the way there. Don't use the sword. Don't use the sword. It's... okay. It's not funny anymore like it was when I was a kid, but I'll still never be able to unhear it. So when I play Majora's Mask, you'll notice I'll go dead silent when those things start making noises, because I'll be thinking it and trying not to say it, because I should not phrase it as a joke. I phrased it as a memory that didn't age well here. Why are you doing this to me? God crap. No! Okay. Got a face? Nope. Okay. We can reprogram me. We have the technology. One pixel over. One pixel over. Ah! Come on! Feels great. Feels great out here. It feels great. Feels great. It feels great. I feel great. I feel great. Okay. First try. Oh no. They're back. Oh, and they brought a wizard. I've been turned into ice by a wizard. My horoscope said this would happen. I hate fan interactions. And there's the two skeletons that you and Jax voiced. Ow, my aching bonacles. Ow, my bone muscle. Well, I got this time. Easy. Who would have trouble with something like that? Not I, said the fox. Yeah, they're throwing their left femorcles at me. Oh, I should have caught that fairy. I guess I can just come back. Hello, anti-fairy! Is it anti-Cosmo or anti-Wanda? I don't see it eating with its feet. Now it's just a regular fairy. Are we done with this dungeon already? Oh. I did not plan for that. Thought I was gonna do Tomadachi life and then the dungeon, and then that would be the stream. The fresh taste of bottled fairy. Oh, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm not good with heights. Wait, hold on. I think I see something down there. I guess that means we have to take the plunge after all, You know when a game's weird when the most broken item in a Zelda game is a boomerang. Is it broken? Looks fine to me. I mean, for a second, I forgot how to use it, but it came back to me. Cool. Go! Off the cliff! Oops. Got him off the cliff, yes! Did you know that the bomb arrows from Breath of the Wild first appeared in Link's Awakening as a glitch? In that, if you the arrows have a hitbox, so items can land on top of them, and if you time it just right, you can throw a bomb on top of the the arrows and use it as a projectile. I mean, a bomb is a projectile, but use it as an aimable, a projectile with an unlimited range, I guess is what I'm trying to say. How much further do we have to go? This place goes on forever. There's no point in complaining about it. We must press onward. After all, how much more could there be? Come on, Zelda 2. Let's go. It's hard to time if you've got severe dyscalculia. Maybe it is. There's no point in the game where it's actually useful is what makes me think it's a glitch, though. Like, more useful than just a bomb by itself. Ice arrows are incredibly useful. Did you know that not only can you use it to freeze those spikes in the water temple, or any dungeon, I guess, but that hill is where they're the most difficult. It can also be used on, what's his name? The drum playing hand? What's his name? Oingo Boingo? Nope, that can't be right. And you can freeze his hand, which, like, makes the fight a lot easier. There are times in Ocarina of Time, certainly, where the ice arrows are more easy than without them. No, I'm going with Oingo Boingo now. That was Danny Elfman himself. I don't know why it didn't like that term. So there are times in Ocarina of Time where the ice arrows are more useful than not having the ice arrows. It's just that it never gets telegraphed to you and it's completely inessential, which is how the ice arrows work in Breath of the Wild, and the bomb arrows for that matter. Okay. Nope. Why'd you do that to me? I didn't react because I was focused. Also, I have calluses on my forehead now. They give you money just too easily in this game. I just got the bigger wallet and I'm almost maxed out. It's a weird thing to complain about, I know. Maybe I'm supposed to be buying things more often than I am buying them. Wait. Zelda games always give you lots of money. Yeah. And I guess I could go buy that empty bottle and probably should. I mean, not that I've really gotten many game overs with just the one fairy, but you know what I'm saying? Specifically, I was saying let me just to enunciate that a little better for you. I still have not played Link Between Worlds because we could not get it running on this computer, and I don't own a 3DS or know where to buy one in this country. What country am I in? Hyrule, of course. Most of you probably know what country I live in. I would love for some of you to visit me one day. I would love to play it. I might try on my own to get it running on this computer. Because I had Nia try, just so I would, like, my first time seeing the first frame of the game would be on stream. I feel Breath of the Wild you get money at a pretty good rate. I mean, I also purchase a lot. I just, every time I see Beetle, purchase arrows in Breath of the Wild just to make sure, like, because I use them a lot. I'm not really much of a close range fighter in most games. You come visit me. That's how this works. You come to Hyrule. We do have a spare bedroom. I feel like Breath of the Wild should be the only Zelda game without rupees. Congrats, you've just invented Minecraft. Good job. Minecraft creator, David Spencer. That was not jump. The original Legend of Zelda, that's true. It is really rad, though. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. I see rooms I haven't explored. Because your rupees are also arrows. I forgot that about that game. I streamed it October 2020 when I was trying to get into Twitch. I wanted to... Oh, I get you. Oh. It was the first thing I streamed when I started trying to be a Twitch user. What? Something in Wand of Gamelon is not done in a good game design way? Well, color me shocked. I've never heard of such malarkey. Okay, we gotta get a key. Okay. That ought to be a key. The music in the CDI games is weirdly good. That was not a key. That was so much money. As we all know, so much money is not a key. Yes. No. Dude. Oh, good. Okay. I was really worried there for a second. Okay. And we gotta get to those locations on the 5th floor. Which will be done by going to the 4th floor and going. Hey, Link, it's Ganon, it's Link. I couldn't find the boss key.
Oh, the hero of legend can't get in with me leaving a key out. Oh, this is your heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good stuff. I think I'm gonna try to get all the masks. I've never battled Majora without the Fierce Deity mask, and I don't really wanna try. Sounds scary. Also, I think the masks are gonna be something that fascinates Sprite, and they'll really enjoy just seeing more of them. And like, if you're playing Majora's Mask and not doing the side quests, then you're playing Ocarina of Time with a time limit. Like, the side quests are what makes it Majora's Mask. I did not have a Nintendo 64 as a youth, but I was super obsessed with Zelda when I first started like figuring out how to Google things. So okay, I still don't have the key. I don't have the compass. I don't know where to get it. So, what was I saying? I was saying, in 6th grade for Halloween, I went as, at the time, since Majora's Mask was still pretty new, most people online called Fierce Deity Link Oni Link, because that was the Japanese name. I guess there were a lot of people who played the game, emulated the game before it came out in the US or something. So I told everyone I was dressing as Oni Link for Halloween. Now I would say Fierce Deity Link, but times have changed. Okay, I see. I gotta land up there. Cool. Cool beams. Ah! Or I do this? No. Open. Did I not? Okay, cool. I didn't even see that when I was in here. Cool, I have the compass now. I know where there are treasure chests. Okay. Yeah. Tall God Link. So yeah, when I was 11, I was Oni Link for Halloween because I only knew of Majora's Mask from furiously Googling it to get any information I could. I had no way of playing it. Did you know this? And you're gonna love this one. They actually allow same-sex marriages in real life. In some parts of the world. Sorry, it got depressing there. No, wait, yes, that was what I meant to do. I just forgot that I meant to do it. Majora's Mask came out the year you were born. Cool. I don't think the Zelda came out the year I was born. Link's Awakening came out the year after I was born. I am 30, as those who've been following the stream for a while would know, because I turned 30 on stream. The original Star Fox came out the year and month I was born. No, Link to the Past was 1991, right? Or was it 2? Was it 2? Okay. Why is your nickname in the Abridged not Me Inc? I wouldn't know that I'm a meme in the Abridged. The internet doesn't? Does? It's unclear. The internet exists. We access it through the Triforce, but we don't spend all day perusing social medias for the latest memes. $1992 in US and Europe, $1991 in Japan. Gotcha. they stopped doing that, and I imagine it's a part of it. I remember when I first got into streaming when Heart Gold and Soul Silver were about to come out in 2010, and a lot of people were just streaming Heart Gold and Soul Silver because DS emulation worked pretty well at that point, and it was out in Japan. And I have to imagine that was like, part of the reason that they stopped doing that. How do I get over there again? I don't remember. Wait. Four Swords Adventures came out the same year as Wind Waker? Really? I forget that I'm 9 years older than you. Wow, I am old. It's when it really hits me when people that I am an entire decade older than are like full humans. About to use up that other fairy, because I am being careless. Okay, okay. Is there anything here, though? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Nothing. Cool. Okay, now I get it. Now it all makes sense. Cool! Cool! Okay. Okay. Got it. Oh! Okay, so we don't want these ones to die. We just want to, okay, we want to go around them. The weirdest part about that is I definitely remember watching the pilot and then the series premiere a few months later. So it's like, whew. Okay. We're almost here. We almost did it. Ow! What? No. Let me out! Let me out! Okay. Let's think through this carefully. We can pull it. Ow. And push this. Okay, now we're good. What made you decide to abridge the Zelda cartoon? That's a pretty long story, but most of the money I make is for Gravity Falls videos I made. I like Gravity Falls a lot. I don't know if enough to still be making videos about it and content about it, you know, like 9 years after I discovered it. But I need money to be alive, and I am bad at holding a day job. So I would continue to make just content that would get clicks and not necessarily that made me happy or I found interesting. And I wanted to change that. I finished off the big grand finale of my Gravity Falls content was a 10 years later rewatch podcast. No spoilers, that kind of, and goes over fan theories that were posted at the time and tries to kind of curate a simulation of what it was like to be watching the show while it was airing. And in an episode of that, guest starring David here in the chat, we talked in an earlier episode about how you would have to sit through a dog with a blog to get to Gravity Falls. And since the episode after we talked about that, we opened with a fake Dog with a Blog podcast called Dog with a Pod. And I was ready for me to find it funny and the audience to get really mad at me, because that was how the audience would interact with my jokes when I was a YouTuber, when I was posting content primarily for YouTube. And surprisingly, not one person complained about the Dog with a Pod. And I was like, oh, I didn't do that to piss people off. I did it to find people because I find it funny. And I just accept that sometimes what I find funny pisses people off. I wasn't trying to do a sick prank. I just am used to having a relationship with my audience where what I find funny is not what they find funny. And 2 episodes after that, David guessed it again, and we talked about the Zelda-like that is on the Disney Channel, was on the Disney Channel website when Flash was a thing, Pine's Quest. And I got to info dump about Zelda and realized Zelda is not like just this interest I had as a kid. It is something that was still clearly very important to me. So, in addition to that, my wife loves the anime Do-Re-Mi, Ojamajo Do-Re-Mi, the magical girl anime. And so for her birthday, I did an abridged one-shot of Do-Re-Mi, and I found I wasn't getting as frustrated editing as I usually do. I actually had quite a lovely time editing that. So I was like, okay, I'm still really... Oh, and then also I did, we did a Real-Time Fandub of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies driftwoodsaga.card2rs.co if you want to check it out. And that was one of my favorite things I'd ever made. And
Oh boy, smoochie
thank you so
time.
much for the follow, RudyXX. Mwah, there's your smooch. So, putting that all together, it seemed we made Pirates of the Caribbean way more queer than it originally was. So putting that all together, it seemed that the content I most wanted to do was oh, and then also Our Flag Means Death came out, and it was my favorite TV show, and I loved interacting with that fandom, and I found the people I met in that fandom actually found me attractive, which was not the case in any other fandom I was in, and it's because queer swashbucklers were their thing. That was my thing. That was why I had so much fun making the Pirates of the Caribbean Real-Time Fandub. So I'm like, okay, I need to make queer swashbuckler abridged series that applies to one of my fandoms and is unapologetically my humor. That is what would make me the most happy to work on. And so, will this take me there? Yes, it will. Okay, there we go. I got it. So, really long story, but I felt like vamping as I got stuck in the dungeon a little, so it wasn't boring to watch. That is why I bridged the Zelda cartoon. And I've loved every second of it. No! I hope you enjoyed that story. Yes, I've played Spirit Tracks. I've played every Zelda except for Link Between Worlds. I have beaten Zelda 1, Zelda 2. No, I've not beaten Zelda 2. I've beaten Zelda 1, Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, Four Swords, Wind Waker, Minish Cap, Four Swords Adventures, Phantom Hourglass, and Breath of the Wild. I have not beaten Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Spirit Tracks. Oh, the reason I haven't beaten Spirit Tracks is quite funny. I'll tell you that in a second. Twilight Princess, or of course Link to the Between Worlds, because I never played it. Oh, I have beaten Skyward Sword. That's right. I've played and beaten Skyward Sword. I knew I was forgetting one. Recently, I played and beat Skyward Sword because my wife and I'll break character enough to say that the person here who is playing Link has a wife, and we share a computer currently. Oh no! So, to kind of get myself in the mood to edit well Abridge Me Princess, but like not being able to use the computer, I played through Skyward Sword for the first time. What a great story. I love the story and characters. I didn't mind the Phantom Hourglass main dungeon, but okay, so the reason I've never beaten Skyward Sword. When I was pretty far along into it, I was streaming my progress because at the time that it came out, I was a live streamer. Like I said, I've been streaming since 2010. And the microphone on my DS did not work great. It had to blow really hard to get any detection there, which was fine for the first couple of duets. But I got to a point in the game where there's a really complicated duet, and I passed out while, because I kept just trying over and over again when I failed, and it was blowing so hard and doing it over and over, and I passed out on stream. And that is why, to this date, I have never finished Phantom Hourglass. The motion controls don't seem fun. I didn't want to play with motion controls. But the game was so easy with the button options. Like knowing whether to do a vertical or horizontal slice when you're just using your right stick on the on the Switch was just like, I would beat every boss in like 3 minutes max, and like, it's like, if I was actually doing the motion controls, this would be more fun, but it wouldn't be because I would have to be moving the whole time. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it's not a good video game. Watch what I would recommend to the people who want to play Skyward Sword. Don't watch the dub of it by Zelda Universe, because the storytelling is just magnificent, and it's all voice acted, and you don't have to play Skyward Sword to see it. I'll probably stream it with Sprite. Since we started with Ocarina, and I still have to beat, still haven't beaten Twilight Princess. I was figuring we would play all the 3D ones. Do I have a fairy? No. Shoot. Nope, nope. Okay, one heart. One heart. We got this. One love. One heart. Nope, we don't got this. Demise is just a red herring. Groose is sexy, don't lie to yourself. Like I said, the L stands for The L in Link stands for lesbian, so I'm mostly incapable of gauging the attractiveness of masculine people. But I'll trust you on this. I have no reason to believe you're lying. Fun fact, Spirit Tracks is... No, it's not! That doesn't make any sense! What's attractiveness? Spirit Tracks... Skyward Sword... Skyward Sword establishes Ocarina of Time to happen because Kaepora Gaebora is there before reincarnated as an owl, and a number of other things. You know, Ganondorf becoming Ganon through it is elaborated on because of Demise, and Wind Waker takes place 100 years, hundreds of years, whatever, after Is it funny? No. Not really. Skyward Sword happens twice? And then Ocarina of Time happens twice? That doesn't make... No, the reason that the first Zelda game is one of the last ones in the timeline is because games weren't as complicated back then. So, you couldn't really have a start to a story. That's why Link just starts in the desert with no explanation of what to do. And, when that was possible in video games, Super Nintendo, they decided to make like a prequel where we see Link actually, you know, get a sword for the first time and start their quest. And then that game had a lot of backstory and was really successful. So that led to a prequel to that about its backstory. So really it's just, the Zelda timeline is when a game is successful, they make a prequel or sequel to it. And, when a game is successful, they make a prequel or sequel to it, and when a game is not successful, they retcon it, which leads to some games that have multiple prequels or sequels, and some games that are sequels that get disregarded by other sequels. It's all, the Zelda timeline's all capitalism all the way down. Twilight Princess was not supposed to be an alternate sequel to Ocarina of Time than Wind Waker is. It was supposed to be Wind Waker 2, and then when American teenagers complained about the cutesy art style in Wind Waker and refused to play it, they had to have a serious Zelda that disregarded Wind Waker, so now there's a timeline split. Also, Wind Waker is a sequel to Ocarina of Time, but Ocarina of Time is a prequel to Link to the Past. So the game is a prequel but has sequels, so more timeline splits. It's all capitalism. I understand. There are concrete parts of the timeline, for sure, that I think a lot of people miss out on when they talk about, it's all fake anyway, because there's like fun stuff like the instruction manual of Link's Awakening says that Link returned from a fruitful journey to find themselves in other lands. And then if you beat the linked quest on Oracle of Ages and Seasons, you see the intro to Link's Awakening start happening. So it's like, oh, this entire game is a reference to... I lost almost all of my health. Okay, we're not gonna... We should go find a fairy. Oh. This whole game is a reference to a little bit in the instruction manual for... Or like the timeline split, it's crazy, I guess, if you think too hard about it, but like, it's revealed in Wind Waker that that character is not a Link. They have no relation to the hero's spirit. Shoot. Okay, we will return here in just a moment. We're going to go get another bottle and some fairies. Yeah, just some guy in Wind Waker. And like, that makes way more sense when you understand that the timeline split explains that by sending Link back at the end of Ocarina of Time, Zelda made it so there wasn't a hero spirit in that, in where she is, in future Zelda. And like, that would explain why the Master Sword just gets wielded by some kid who tries real hard to save some kid trying their best in Wind Waker. This store. What do you think about the theories of Demise returning in some fashion in Tears of the Kingdom? Well, here's what I know. Fujibayashi, Hidemaru Fujibayashi, is the director of only two 3D Zeldas, Skyward Sword and Tears of the Kingdom. No, and Breath of the Wild, now 3 Tears of the Kingdom. So that's why the hang glider carries over. The reason that he was the Capcom employee that designed or that was the director of Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and Minish Cap, and that is why all of the items from Minish Cap, Molmitz, Gustjar, return in Skyward Sword. So it is pretty standard for him to reference the other Zelda games that he has directed. Yep. Stamina, breakable items. Well, breakable items started with the Giant's Knife, really, but and with Deku Sticks, but yeah. So I think Fujibayashi absolutely wants to acknowledge his first 3D Zelda game. Yeah, so he was swooped up by Nintendo after making 3 really good Zelda games with Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and Minish Cap. Nintendo's like, you're too good at making Zelda games to not work at Nintendo, and he helped with Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, and then directed Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, and now Tears of the Kingdom. So I think it would make way more sense for Demise to show up in Tears of the Kingdom than in anywhere else, anything that he didn't direct. I think so. A lot of people think so. The logo is an Ouroboros. I'm sorry, my good lad, that's not for sale. That bottle contains food for my dear little dog, Fifi. What? You want the bottle? That's highly unusual. Well, fine, if you feed Fifi, then I guess you could have the bottle. How's that sound? Excellent, excellent. He's at my home right now. Thank you so much. Allow me to mark the location of my... Oh, that helps. I believe there should be a doggy dish for my dog back at my house. Sorry I'm eating during the stream. I've been going a bit. He didn't know how I got back there. He could have let me out. I think rendering the hero's actions futile is what was just being complained about with Demise. I think the we will hunt each other forever aspect of the relationship already did that. I don't know. I know too much about Zelda. That's to answer the question of earlier of why I made a Zelda Abridged series. The real answer is otherwise I just have all this knowledge kicking around in my head. And that makes me feel insane if I'm not doing anything with it, if I'm never talking about Zelda with anyone. I'm never putting my knowledge into any content. I just have to carry all this in my brain. Wait, his house is there? Why is your house there? No gods. What I'm confused about Hylia being a single goddess, is that an alternate religion to the three goddesses? Did they add that Hylia split into three? What? I don't understand how those two concepts can coexist. Sure, what's your Hylia theory? My master, Stockwell, has been coming home far too late to play with me. I'm so lonely. Oh, I just had to put it in his bowl. Got it. I mean, you know for a fact I'm not Catholic. My dad was Catholic, and he didn't like talking about it. He taught me about Santa and the Easter Bunny. That's about it. Being Catholic was not a positive experience for my dad, and so I never learned anything about Catholicism. I think I was 11 when I fully got who Jesus was, other than just that guy that there was a picture of at the theater, who was God's son. I got that he was God's son. Like, that guy, he's God's boy. That's God's one and only pride and joy, his bouncing baby boy. That's his... You know, they're the whole God family. Skyward Sword is royalist propaganda, erasing the golden goddesses and replacing them with a goddess who cements their right to rule the land. In short, it isn't canon. I do like that. Okay, now we have 2 empty bottles. I've caught, like, I follow a lot of people in the Zelda fandom to keep the Will Abridge Me Princess blog alive when I'm not posting episodes, which maybe algorithmically isn't the best thing to do. I don't really understand any of that. But they keep saying things like, oh, praise Hylia for that, or even in conversation with me. And I remember how in Four Swords Misadventures, a Flash animation series that I loved as a kid and then was in as a teen and wrote an episode of, they would say things like, for the love of Nairu. And it's just like, it was weird for me to re-enter the Zelda fandom for the first time since my teens and find language like that replaced with Hylia. Because I haven't really, like, interacted with the Zelda fandom since Phantom Hourglass and Skyward Sword. Maybe not Skyward Sword, since Phantom Hourglass, and maybe not even Spirit Tracks that much, since I guess that was post Skyward Sword? Or was it post Twilight Princess? I don't know. Oh, there were two of them there, and I went left and came back. Hail Hydra. I thought the Shadow Temple was about riding the same boat many times. That's my memory of it. We make our own Wind Waker. I liked how what I don't like about potentially the canon becoming a loop. I thought the reason that Breath of the Wild acknowledged Zelda games when it was fun for an Easter egg, but like had its own story of Ganon and his relationship to the Hyrule and the royal family was I thought it was like that Skyward Sword was way more focused on telling a story than being a video game, and Fujibayashi learned his lesson and was like, okay, we make new Zelda canon, don't worry about the timeline. We can make references just when we feel like it without having to worry about how it fits in. And now I'm like, oh, robots are referred to as ancient in Breath of the Wild, and the only way to interact with robots robots are referred to as 10,000 years old in Breath of the Wild, which is longer than any time gap in Zelda. And in the first entry in the timeline, you have to use the Time Stone to interact with ancient robots. So it's like 10,000 feels deliberately chosen for taking place before any Zelda game. As in where the Time Stones would take you in Skyward Sword. Now I'm like, okay. Yeah, I loved Skyward Sword. There were parts that confused me about Hylia and stuff like that, but overall, I like the characters, I like the story. I don't like what it has informed me of Breath of the Wild, because I thought Breath of the Wild was a refreshing timeline reset, and now I'm like, probably not, huh? I mean, I like the story of Ganon being a dude who was just destined to be chieftain from birth just because he was a male. I like it that it's a story of privilege turning into thirst for power. I don't know if you have an explanation of why that turned him into a big pig monster, but like I saw it demise as like a further corrupting influence, like the One Ring or Majora's Mask, which like makes that part where this guy who became evil just because power was all he had ever known turns into a big pig. You could be a big pig too. Hoy! That part of Ganon's backstory sure is informing his lust for power. Because, yeah, the second he was born with a dingle-dangle, everyone was like, that's our new chieftain, and he was a baby. That was from the Lion King coop. I thought you would get that one. That one is a cartoon. Oh yeah, that's at the end of that movie.
What do you expect us to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?
And then Gilligan cut to, "Hoy! Are you hungry for a big fat juicy meat? All you have to do is step in line. Are you aching? Yup. For some bacon? Yup. He's a big pig. You could be a big pig too. Hoy!" I only needed one fairy, I guess. I didn't have to go back to the town. Anyway, they dress and drag and do the hula after saying, "What do you expect me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?" They live in Africa. I don't know. They're animals. I don't know how they gain their powers of Butch Hartman joke. I mean, Butch Hartman. It's called on TV tropes. It's called a Gilligan cut. Not because of Vince Gilligan from Breaking Bad, but because of Gilligan's Island. And Butch Hartman is the king of the boomers, so I guarantee you he's seen a lot of Gilligan's Island. At last, we've got all 4 elements. Let's go revive the sacred blade. He's the most boomer man ever, I believe. Should we keep playing? I think we'll keep playing a little bit. Didn't I put one in WAMP? Do you know about how Gilligan got off Gilligan's Island? Was that the movie? Was that Gilligan's Island the movie? I don't know anything about Gilligan's Island. I know the rest got replaced with the Professor and Marianne. There's a Make-A-Wish event? What? What? We should probably spend this money on something before we accidentally get more money. What a weird situation to be in. The kids wish to rescue Gilligan? Stupid! I didn't mean to play a song for this man. Sometimes I don't miss playing games that have 2 buttons. Oh, the quiver? Yes, it's 608 rupees. It holds many arrows, as you can see. Do I need that or the bomb bag more? Sure, we'll buy it. We'll get it. We'll get enough rupees for the other and just probably a little bit. We just need 200. We're gonna find 200 like that. They got Bob Denver out on an island and finally rescued Gilligan. Cool. That's Maynard G. Krebs, the basis of Shaggy. So Shaggy is supposed to look like Gilligan, or Jughead, or both. I'm sure David knows about what happens in the VeggieTales version of it, Coop. I've been trying to not talk about my early inklings of the fact that VeggieTales exists because I'm trying to save it for the pod. And I'm assuming, if I were to guess, I know I'm gonna probably be at that live stream. Wait, Saturday. Not gonna be at that live stream. I'm probably gonna be streaming. No, 1 p.m. PST. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to time my stream so I can come right after. I assume if I were to guess because you said okay, gotcha. But I'm gonna be streaming with Sprite on Saturday, so I don't know what time that will be. So I assume if I were to have to guess, you said you were going to have me on for an episode that's more pirate related than the compilation one. I don't think you mean you're going to wait until the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, a VeggieTales movie, because I know that's like several years into their run. And you said in the pod where you talked about the Pirates That Don't Do Anything that those characters appear again in Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. So my best guess is that you want me to guest on Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. Now you don't have to confirm or deny if you don't want to, but that's what I've pieced together. Oh, you're actually not gonna confirm her, did I? Okay, I thought you were gonna. Yeah, no, I was awaiting a response, but I told you didn't have to give one. I just didn't expect you to take me up on that. Do I need to sneak past them again, or can I just, is there a better way in now? Yeah, the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything movie, obviously they're gonna want me, but that won't be for some time. And it sounded like David wanted to get me on sooner. I was about to say, yeah, Jonah was the only thing, but I don't want, nope, save it for the pod. It's not an interesting story, but it's a story I would like you to hear for the first time on the pod, at least. Woohoo! It only released a year or two after Jonah? Maybe. I still feel that's quite a lot of podcasts. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know anything about VeggieTales. I think the only time I've ever... Nope, not gonna say that. Yeah, that's what I felt. I felt it was like late 2000s. Because definitely the production quality is insanely different from everything that I've seen talked about on the podcast. So I assumed it must have been sometime into the existence. And there we go, the Four Sword. The Sword of the Four. May the Four be with you. The power of the wind element has infused your blade. With the power of the four elements, your blade has become the Four Sword. Hold on just a moment here. I'm taking Benadryl and melatonin because I want to go sleep a little earlier tonight. Focus power in your blade. Okay. Oh. It seems that Forged in the Secret Blade somehow opened the doorway. Oh! 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 It must lead to the room that holds the secret of the Light Force. It's all the two we must go inside. How interesting. Look at the images on the stained glass. I bet those pictures show us where the Light Force is heading. A long, long time ago, when the world was on the verge of being swallowed by shadow, the tiny Bickery appeared from the sky, bringing the hero of men a sword and a golden light. With wisdom and courage, the hero drove out the darkness. When peace had been restored, the people enshrined that blade with care. And the force of the golden light embodied in Hyrule's princess shone forth upon the lands. So that's what it means. As though you really are too kind. First you give me my magic cap, and then you guide me here. You've been far too generous, but now I no longer have any use for you. Ow. At last, I finally know the location of the light force. Zelda 2, wake up! Can't you wake up, Zelda 2? Thought he disguised himself as the king to search for the light force. When he learned of this place, he waited for us to reforge the blade. If that stained glass is accurate, Princess Zelda holds the light force. That he will do whatever it takes to steal that power from her. If he succeeds, we may never be able to return the princess to normal. We've wasted too much time, Zelda 2. We must stop that. Nope. All right. Well, that seems like it'll work out itself. Don't really need to check up on that. No, I'm going to be streaming Minish Cap again on a Friday. But as for right now, we're gonna send y'all over to some other dang person's stream. Let's see. Does anyone have a Zelda game in particular they would like to take a look at? If not, I could just... Oh, wait. Oh, Espanol. No me gusta. I got excited because someone was streaming Oracle of Ages, but it was en Espanol, and most of y'all don't speak that. I don't know. They call it all sorts of things. We are going to send you to someone who's playing Wind Waker. Specifically, a bird who's playing Wind Waker. Or no, maybe a bird. Yeah, you know what? A bird. No, not a bird. Okay, I finally decided. Are you proud of me? We're sending you to Draco West, who appears to be doing a Wind Waker randomizer. And then I'll be back on Friday with more Minish Cap, maybe to finish Minish Cap. I don't really know how long Minish Cap is. And then we will be starting Majora's Mask on Saturday and probably premiering the next ABRIDGE Me Princess called, well, excuse me, Princess and the Frog. So Saturday, Friday Minish Cap, Saturday Majora's Mask, new ABRIDGE Me Princess, Sunday a little more Majora's Mask. And then Wednesday, next Wednesday, not the one that's about to come up, the YouTube version of ABRIDGE Me Princess will premiere. That's going to be every episode thus far, including the episode coming out next weekend, but also a bonus episode exclusive to that compilation. And the never before heard by most of you, well, no one's heard the final version, ABRIDGE Me Princess theme song by TV's Kyle featuring Diana Heslin. Until next time, do the link!
I have been streaming for a long time.